Hola, hola, mis amigos. How you guys all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Sorry for the little bit of a late start here. We had a little bit of issues with our camera, as always. Sometimes getting this GoPro hooked up is a little bit tricky. So we'll just get right back in her here. Give me 2 seconds, my friends. I got to get rid of this one screen. Oh, I lost you there. So we'll get going on the budget video here. Hope you guys are all doing well. So if you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up, guys. That would be great. I don't know why whenever I put this break thing up here, it messes up my screen all the time, and I don't understand why it does that. And I can't seem to get rid of it. Should have never started with it, I guess. Let's see if I can get rid of this. Give me 1 second, guys, here. I got to try to get rid of this screen here. Yeah, just rename duplicates, stringer transition, background color. That's all that's there. It doesn't let me get rid of it. I don't know why. I don't understand why it's not letting me get rid of this break scene here. Happened to me once before. I put this stupid thing up there and I couldn't get rid of it. And now I can't get my window back up here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got her now. I had to just switch over from that scene to the other one. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. A little bit of a malfunction. Still learning this stupid editing program. All right. We'll let Jennifer take it away with the budget, my friends.
Welcome, everybody. I hope you enjoy this month's budget video. We continue to do them. It's a lot of work, but we continue to do them because the feedback we get is that it's very helpful to you guys. So keep up with the feedback. Let us know what you like, maybe what we're missing, like some information that you want to know, or what have you. So let's get into it. Next slide, please. Just some highlights of what we'll be going over. Of course, all the regular expenses we have every month. We did talk about the CFE bill, so we're not going to talk about that too terribly much on a different live. But we did pay the bill in this month, so that's going to be talked about. We spent a lot on medical expenses, so we'll talk about that a little bit. And I went to Las Vegas. If anybody's been to Las Vegas lately, or even say in the last 5 years, that wasn't cheap. I'm just going to grab some receipts that I meant to bring over. And you can hit the next slide.
Yeah, Vegas has definitely got expensive in the last 5 years. I think even 6, 7, 8 years, the price has gone up dramatically there. Especially to go out dine out, it's very costly to dine out now there. Not like it used to be.
Oh, I moved. I'm so sorry. I moved. Set the dog off.
All right.
Okay.
We'll try to make this short and sweet today, guys. Not too terribly long. If you have any comments, questions, fire away. Don't be shy.
Groceries under where I want to be. So that's great. 7,500 pesos. And I don't want to be more than 8,000. So very happy with that. We're living in squalor right now because our housekeeper only came once this month.
Hey, I've been cleaning.
Dining out, pretty much where I want to be. I'd like to see it at 4,000, but we did a couple of more fancier, more expensive places this month. But I enjoyed myself, and I think that's what it's about, right? And gas is at 1,400 pesos. There's really nothing too extravagant on this page, so I'm pretty happy with this section of the budget. I think we've got this section of the budget down pat now. So we'll go on to the next one. Oh, right. I wanted to talk about our little dining out experiences. So I just wanted to give you some comparison. Sometimes we feel like some places are a little more expensive, but when you compare them like this, you realize, yeah, probably not so much. So Dairy Queen, we got a mini blizzard and a chocolate dip cone, and I don't remember what size cone, probably medium.
First time in 2 years I've had Dairy Queen. Probably over.
Well, probably over, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember having Dairy Queen in a very long time, even back home in Canada.
So
it's
that
not
was
someplace we go very often.
Yeah, so that was only 90 pesos. And that's probably what, one mini blizzard would cost us back home. So that's a pretty decent price. We ate at McDonald's. McDonald's breakfast is fairly new here. I want to say in the last 6 months-ish. I don't know. So
yeah, so 90 pesos is $7 Canadian.
It's on the screen, Daryl.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, so it is.
Yeah. So we certainly, I think we've eaten at McDonald's twice since we moved here 2 years ago. But we were going downtown, and McDonald's is the first restaurant that you hit. So they had a double what do you call them?
McFlurry.
Double sausage McMuffins.
Oh, breakfast.
And I don't think we have doubles back home.
No, I've never seen that before. Yeah.
But I didn't see a regular whatever they're called, McMuffin.
McMuffin, yeah. It's only one egg, but they give you 2 sausages, which is kind of good.
Well, no, I mean, if they had a single, I would have ordered it.
Oh, there was no single.
No, it was a limited menu.
Only a double.
Yeah.
I like the double.
It was a limited menu, but 178 pesos for that, which, I feel like that's exactly the same as back home.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. The Miyabi sushi, click the button again and see if the video will play. Just anywhere.
Well, there's up here.
It's not playing. Oh, all that work for nothing.
But there's
all that work for nothing.
Right there.
I don't think so.
No, that's not it.
No.
Sorry. No.
Well, that's unfortunate.
No video.
It is a short that's on our channel, so you can check it out.
You played the short, okay.
Yeah, it was working on my computer, but I don't understand why it won't work on yours.
Not working here.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
Anyways, so we went to Miyabi Sushi. We ordered a plate of sushi rolls, a plate of gyoza, and 2 bowls of ramen. And then we topped it off with tempura ice cream. And including the tip, it was 1,100 Mexican pesos. So like 85 Canadian. And I have no idea how that compares to back home. I had put the video in there so you could judge for yourself whether it was a fancy sushi place or not. Because sushi places are I don't know that we've ever been to a sushi place in Canada. But we like them here. We like ramen.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the ramen's good.
yeah. So you tell me, how does that compare to back home? So we can go to the next slide. So I wonder what that is down there.
Well, it's gonna play it as a video, right?
Oh, okay. Cece did go to the vet. It was an emergency visit. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, that was this month?
Yeah. While I was in Vegas.
Right. When we were walking.
You want to talk about when you took the Cece to the vet at midnight?
Yeah, I can't remember what happened.
Okay. Daryl called me all in a panic because Cece was yelping in pain, which unfortunately is not abnormal for my dog. He has some problems with pinched nerves in his back, etc. But it was really concerning for Daryl. He was here by himself with the dog, and he just wasn't acting. Even when he's in pain, he wasn't acting like he would when he was in pain from the back pain. So, and then
Yeah, but I can't remember what started it all though. Why did he?
because he was barking at some dogs, and he yelped.
No, okay, that's right. Yeah, we were walking. I was walking him. That's what it was. Okay, sorry. He's had a couple of incidents, so I was getting the two mixed up. Anyway, I was walking him while Jen was gone, and he started barking at these other dogs. And he has his harness, so I pulled on his harness. Instead of a choke collar, right? He had a harness on. I pulled on his harness and tried to get him to come back because he was like going after the dogs. And yeah, so I ended up picking him up, and he let out a yelp, and I didn't know what I thought. I'd hurt him, like, because he's so fragile. Like, he's 7 pounds, right? And he's just tiny. He's very fragile. And yeah, he let out a yelp, and then I put him down, and he was yelping and whimpering, and I was like, oh my god, what happened to him? I thought he actually got bit by a spider or a scorpion or something. I wasn't sure what had happened. I honestly thought he got bit. And then we come home. He just beelined her straight home. I put him down, and he kind of whimpered a bit, and then he just beelined her straight home. And he was in pain. You could tell he was whimpering, and he wasn't himself. And then I tried to calm him down, and he was whimpering and crying. And yeah, we ended up, anyway, long story short, we ended up going to the vet at like midnight. Jen had phoned the vet through WhatsApp. I think it was 10. It wasn't quite midnight. It was 10 o'clock. She messaged him at 10 o'clock. We got home at midnight. She messaged him at 10, an emergency call. He met me there at 10:30. So I booked her there. He answered Jen right away. And the vets are really good here, really, really super good. So 10 o'clock at night, me and Cece are in the car driving into Mérida, a half-hour drive to the vet. And we get there, and Cece's like going after the vet, like trying to bark and bite him. And, we had him up on the table, and he seemed a lot better,
He wasn't in pain.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, as soon as we got in the car, he actually just laid down. I think he just wanted to go for a car ride. But after all that, he gave him a shot for pain, and then checked him over. He seemed fine. We come home, and he was...
Well, no, you found a bunch of bug bites you were concerned about.
Yes, he found a bunch of bug bites. He had marks all over him. We thought they were maybe ant bites or something, but anyway, we come home and he was not himself at all. And he barely slept through the night. And then, I don't know, within 24 hours, he just turned around. He did a complete 180 and he was a lot better. And then he just continuously progressed to get better. So I'm not really sure what happened, if it was because of his pinched nerve or if he did get bitten by something or what it was. But he ended up being better, but it sure scared the crap out of me. That's for sure. So
Yes, so I'm very grateful that the vets are so wonderful here, wonderful and caring and responsive. Um, so it was the emergency call, like just picking up the phone, cost us money.
yeah,
And then the exam, and then the shot, and then we came home with some oil for his bug bites, and all
yeah, he
that was
gave.
1,000 pesos, so
Mhm.
80 Canadian dollars. Yeah, I just can't say enough about the care here in
Yeah,
Mexico.
$80 for an
Yeah,
emergency
yeah.
call, and he gave him a shot that included a shot and the oil for his bug bites that he had. It almost looked like scabs, like his whole chest was covered in like scabs. But and our lovely friend Jessica, when we went over there, she had some cream that they give to their cat, I believe, and she said that he had similar type of scars scabbing on him, and that seemed to really do wonders as well. Like Jen bathed him. She gave him two different kinds of stuff actually. One was like an oil that you bathe him in, and then the cream she rubbed on CC, and the cream that she put on seemed to do miracles. So
He's all
that
fine.
cleared up pretty
Yeah.
quickly,
So that
actually.
happened on a Friday night when I was on Fremont Street, and he was fine by the time I got home Sunday night.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I spent a little more on cell phones this month because I wanted to make sure I had enough data in Las Vegas. So that's why that's a little bit higher. And then the power bill was 8,900 pesos.
Whoa.
I am sure we talked about the power. Yes, we did. On another live, we talked about our power. So I'm not going to go into that too much, but it is on this month's budget. So we can do the
Yeah, you
next
can go
slide.
back and check out the last live we did. It's actually regarding the utilities. If you want to skip through
Yeah,
that.
the whole live was about utilities.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
whole live was about utilities. Yeah. So she was a whopper anyway. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have no meter again, though. We had to replace the guts of the meter
Yeah, we still have no meter, so we're running on free power right now.
again.
So thank God for that. Because AC is not cheap here in the Yucatan, and it's hot. It's always hot. Okay, we'll carry on to the next slide. The boss says, there we go.
So I prayed. I had a little. That's not going to work, obviously, but I had a little video of "Good as Hell." I think is Lizzo's song.
I don't know why your videos aren't playing on here.
I think it's because you have a read only or something.
Could be the way I have it set
Yeah,
up.
like
Yeah.
I can create a PowerPoint, but you can only view it. I don't think that should matter, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So I spent a lot of money on personal grooming. I wanted to get my hair done and my nails done for Las Vegas to look my best for my family. It was so expensive, though. I have struggled to find a good person, hair person. What do you call them? Whatever, hairstylist.
Yeah.
I always seem to end up with the cut that they have, no matter what I ask for. I leave looking like them. So this guy I found on Google Maps, but apparently like expats here love him. And he's an expat himself. I mean, he was born in Mexico, but he lived most of his life in LA. So, but I think he's charging LA prices.
Yeah. But he's good though. Like
He
your
did an
hair.
excellent job.
Yeah, your
Yes,
hair
he
looked
did.
amazing.
Yes. And then the nails, I had booked with our first nail lady, whom I love, but she had had a baby, etc. But things fell through with that appointment, and I couldn't. She couldn't do her nails, so and I was leaving for Vegas. I had to get them done, so I went back to the same salon because he has a girl that does nails and stuff. And a couple of days later, after getting my hair done, and I think she's charging LA prices too, but they look fabulous. They're all gone now, but that's okay. We had a groomer visit this month. Some of the personal purchases. Oh, glasses. Daryl got a couple new pairs of reading glasses.
Yeah, just cheap reading glasses.
We went to the movies, so we bought junk food, etc. And Daryl got a zipper replaced on a pair of his shorts.
Yeah, they had the cheap plastic zipper in them, and it broke. So that was cheap anyway.
Mm-hmm.
What movie did we see? What movie was that?
I can't. Something. With the children. Our children are not for sale, but that's not the title.
Oh, yeah. Can't think of the name of it.
No. Sorry.
Drawing a blank. Amazon purchases.
The travel is actually a cenote that we just went to, San Ignacio. So you haven't seen the video on that yet. I'm assuming you're going to do a video.
Yeah, it's in the works.
It's in the works. So that's
a
what
couple weeks.
That travel is. I've got Las Vegas under extras.
Yeah, that was probably one of the most expensive cenotes we've gone to. It was 300 pesos each to get in.
And that's because we had Yucatan residency.
Well, you only saved 50 pesos a person.
Yes.
If you were a tourist.
Yeah.
Or if you were from another state.
Yes,
you only paid 300 if you're from the Yucatan. So even if you're from Campeche, you're going to pay 350. Or a gringo, you're going to pay 350. So, and it was on a time limit too. Like you only had a half an hour, I believe it was, in the cenote, which was enough. And then they had a lazy river, which was a half an hour. So anyway, we won't get too much into that. There'll be a video on it soon enough. So, but yeah, it was fun though. It was a nice cenote. It was a short drive. It was kind of a cave style one. It was only half hour away. We went with our lovely friends, Riley and Lysandra. We had a great time every time we hang out with those two. So anyway, that was it. And as you can see, the Amazon purchases.
I've been trying to source various health foods. And Amazon just always has it, but it's so expensive. But I don't know. Health food is always going to be expensive.
Yeah, anything healthy is going to be more money, absolutely, even back home. Oh, yeah, you bought the bread from Amazon.
Yeah, so this is gluten-free, whole grain, like 100% whole grain.
Yeah, gluten-free, 100%
bread,
whole
and we
grain.
really like it.
It's really good, yeah.
You
just
get three loaves.
Tiny little pieces of bread.
Yeah. We really like it, though. And the rice, we really like, the wild rice.
Yeah, the wild rice was good too. Yeah, I really like the bread. We haven't had bread in months and months and months. We haven't eaten bread. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Well, when we go out, we all have torta or something, but we don't bring it into the house typically.
Yeah.
So
no bread, no potato.
We did source
no rice.
A similar bread, a whole grain bread in the grocery store here. It was 200 pesos. So
hey, the buck stops here. How you doing, buddy?
So still Thanks very expensive. And then we replaced our tent. But this is the Amazon purchases is a net price because we did return it, the first tent. So we did get a 600 pesos back for that.
Right. So there'd be a credit of 600 on that Amazon purchase. So
I had a thought today that if we ever in a month have those Amazon purchases at zero, like no health food, nothing.
It'll be coming soon. Well, you're still going to have your health food, but I think
if we ever have a month at zero, we should put some money away and
have a celebration.
save up for a trip or something with that.
Yeah.
So I saved the medical receipts because it was really high. So almost 500 Canadian dollars in medical receipts. So a couple of months back, Daryl went to a dermatologist and she said, come back in 2 months.
2 months, yeah.
And get this lab work done before you come back and see me. So the lab work was 1,600 pesos.
Pretty cheap, really.
1,600 pesos for sticking a needle in your arm is not on here. I don't know.
It'll be on the next one.
No, use your calculator there.
It'll be on the next one.
What do you mean on the next one? It won't be on the next one.
Oh, I thought you had it broke down there. Oh, you just have it all into one.
Yeah. Anyways, what was this again?
$120. $122.
$122.
Now, if we were Americans, it'd only be $90.
$120 stick a needle in your arm.
$90 US.
Like, wow.
Sounds better.
The doctor was 800 pesos.
Yeah.
A specialist was 800 pesos, but it was 1,600 pesos to get your blood.
Yeah, it was double. Yeah, double.
Wow.
The doctor was $45 US.
I had a couple of physio appointments.
61 Canadian.
So that was 500 pesos each. And then medications.
Hey, Aileen, you found us. Welcome. Thank you.
We're
always here every Wednesday. That's our stick now. Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we go live. At the end of the month, we do budget.
I think I stuck vitamins in the medical as well. So 200 pesos for vitamins, 600 pesos for my acid reflux and some vitamins as well. 200 pesos for, I don't know, some prescription of some kind. That's the doctor for 800 pesos.
Somebody let me know how the volume is, because I don't want to turn my phone up and then it'll be all distorted. Give me a thumbs up or say volume's good or something. That'd be great.
So one box of one of your prescriptions, antibiotics, is 600 pesos. So that's almost $40.
Yeah.
So medicine and lab work, holy smokes, that gives you 6,000 pesos.
Medicine lab work, 6,000 pesos. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Got in right away though. There was no waiting, right? So, thank you. Appreciate it. Truly appreciate it.
Okay, next slide.
Oh, boss says next slide. That's it. Okay, Amazon purchase all done. Oh, at the top there, I did have to replace our landlord's water thing to water the lawn there at the top. So we'll probably get our money back for that as well. It was like 200 and some pesos. Because with all the minerals in the water, the one that he had, it only lasted a year. It was all built up with minerals. Didn't want to turn anymore. So you can that'll be a credit eventually too. Please be careful reaching around there. There's cables in there. Don't be bumping anything. Suppose that was a video too.
Yeah, it was a short on our channel.
Oh, well.
So now we're down at the bottom. And I spent a ton of freaking money.
Hey, Paul. How you doing, buddy? Greetings from British Columbia. I thought you would be on a plane flying here by now. What the heck? Get on it. Did wife sell that car? Get rid of that Toyota yet? Northern Paradise, yeah, okay. Just keep telling yourself that. Snow's coming right away.
So my family, my sister and my niece were going to Vegas, and I decided to join them. I hadn't seen them in a couple of years. Daryl couldn't go with me because I refused to fly with the dog anymore. I feel it was way too hard on his heart.
Yeah.
Not that I'd want my dog in Vegas. He couldn't handle that. Oh my
No.
gosh. Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, it was hot there too, you said, eh? When you
It was
were there.
hotter there than here. But you know what? It was different, like, because there's no humidity there.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Yeah. So yeah, I did feel the heat, but I was fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I knew it was going to be an expensive trip. I just saved my pennies for it so I could spend some time with my family, which I did and which I loved. And they're the only reason I was in Vegas. If it would have been both of us, I'm not sure we could have afforded both of us anyways, because it's gotten so expensive.
Couldn't afford to feed me in Vegas.
Yeah, so a lot of that. I'll just scroll down here a little bit off screen.
38,000? Is that what you spent to your trip to Vegas?
Plus the flights. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So most of it was Uber, and Uber's a lot cheaper in Mexico, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So most of the Ubers, I'm gonna say the average was $20, and then.
Oh, congratulations. Sold the car. That's perfect. Congratulations. I hope Denise is doing good.
So Ubers, and then I don't want to say souvenirs. I didn't buy souvenirs, but I went shopping. Like I had a list of things that people wanted me to bring back. Things you can't get it in Mexico and stuff. Like Riley has troubles finding clothes that fit him here. He's a very large boy.
Yeah.
So, and I was more than happy to do that. And what I kind of did, Uber is on an app, so that came off a credit card. But then I just took out $800 US, and I was kind of surprised that did last, but that's probably because I was using my credit card for like Ubers and shopping. I think I used the cash I did a little bit of gambling, so I used it for that, and food.
Yeah.
Because usually we'd eat as a group, and so you just kind of, chip in cash of your portion of the bill. But just to give you an example of what I mean by very expensive food, we did a pool day at the MGN Grand, which is a very nice pool area. They have a lazy river, and they have a quiet area and a party area, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, so we decided it was going to be a whole pool day. So I went there right when it opened, and after a few hours, I'm like, I'm going to go get some breakfast. And I'm looking at the menu, and I see breakfast burrito. And I'm like, oh, that would be all right. And then I see what did I say it was? $17 or $18? Let's say
$17, 17 something.
Yeah. Well, could be conservative, say it was $17. And so I bought a yogurt for $6. And it was at a snack bar at the pool. I was not paying $17 for a breakfast burrito at the snack bar. So, and my drink, I had a screwdriver, a very large screwdriver. $32.
$32 for a screwdriver. American too. $32 American.
My niece bought me that, so I didn't spend that. But that's what it costs. So just to give you an idea.
$17 American for a burrito at a snack bar.
Yeah. So, and I was reminded, like the very
Ridiculous.
first meal when I got there, I'm like, oh, I don't have my partner with me. We always would share a meal in Vegas because they give you these huge plates of food. I'm like, oh my goodness. So you really had to be careful what you order, just because you knew I didn't want this massive plate of food in front of me. At one time, me, my sister, and her friend, we each ordered an appetizer and just shared all that for a meal, and that was kind of a way to save money on food there. And though food was expensive, I feel like it wasn't my biggest expense there. So.
Gayleen saying she's from Sutherland, BC. Sutherland, BC. I don't know, where is that located? I've heard of it.
Summerland.
Summerland. Summerland, BC.
I remember camping in Summerland in a cabin without plumbing or anything.
When you were a child.
When I was a child. And I remember there was a mouse in the trap, and I used to lie on the ground and looking at it, running around in the trap.
Yeah, I've
Was
heard
one
of
of
it. I'm not sure where it is.
Peachland, I want to say.
Oh, by Kelowna. Okay, well, that's why.
Um,
Beachland.
I think my dad. And
Beautiful country.
I think-
Beautiful.
I think my dad and my grandpa were working in sawmills at the time, which is why we spent the summer out there in a cabin. They were probably put up in that cabin.
I lived right between Creston and Cranbrook for a while. I worked at a restaurant there, truck stop in Yak. I wasn't there very long. I was just young. I was there for about a year. Not even. Beautiful though. God's country. Kootenays.
Okay. So,
You want some kisses?
I don't think that we'll be going to Vegas again anytime soon, but
Yeah, I think Vegas trips are off. That's it. No more Vegas.
I did thoroughly enjoy myself. I had a lot of fun.
It's a lot of money for one person for
Yeah.
not even a full week.
Yeah, 6 days.
Yeah, not even a full week.
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for the Vegas.
Yeah.
To move on.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more. Oh, the full budget. I don't want the next slide. I don't want it. I don't want to see it. No.
There you go. The full budget. Cut off in the bottom.
No, not on my screen. Oh, I'm not looking at what you guys
Oh, I
are
got the
looking at.
banner going there. Let me get rid of that banner, guys. And we'll poop. There you go. Done.
101,000 pesos, 5,800 US, and 7,900 Canadian dollars for the month.
Cosmopolitan. 8 years ago. Yeah, we used to go to Vegas. Not every year, but regularly. I mean, we've been there quite a few times. Jen more than me, and it's always been expensive. But every time we go back, it just seems to be getting more and more and more of the food. So we like Vegas. We're not big gamblers, but we like going there. Like going to the shows. Bring your walking shoes when you go there.
Yeah, my walking shoes were fantastic. I bought a new pair, exactly the same, while I was in Vegas. They're just those black Nike slip-on things. They're not very pretty to look at, but I had no problem walking around Vegas in them.
Heineken for $11. Wow, and that was 8 years ago. So it's probably $14, $15 now. Probably 16. That was 8 years ago. God, that's crazy, eh? 8 years ago, $11. Wow. Oh yeah, we did the Hoover Dam. Yeah, we did. We went there with Jen's mom one time. Jen's mom came with us one trip. Yeah, we did a bus tour there, and then we went down inside the dam. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Yeah, we did all that, and then we did the Pawn Stars one time, and then Rick's Restoration, and what's those other ones?
Denise wants to go to Vegas before they run out of water.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be in our lifetime. I know it's happening, but I don't think it'll be our lifetime.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots to do there. We went to a place called Area 15. I highly recommend it. Now, Area 15 has a lot of different experiences, etc. Experiences, what do you call them? Exhibits, what have you. We only did one of them, but it's hard to explain. It was the Omega Mart exhibit. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Glad I went. It was just me, my sister, and my niece. And so, yeah, and there's, again, like so many other experiences, exhibits, what have you, in that same area. So I recommend going there.
Somebody wants attention. Come here.
Come
here.
So, yeah, not
Leafs in. Come here.
Not a very good budget this month, but I don't regret it.
He wants to play.
I'm not sure. Let me see if I can quickly figure out what it would have been without my Vegas trip. Sorry, just bear with me.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm usually have a mouse to do this. I'm all fingers here.
Oh, he wants to play. What a time to play.
No, I can't do this. I'm not adept enough to do this.
Oh my God. Usually he's better behaved than most children. Not all the time. Okay, just wait, my boy. What are you looking for, babe?
I'm just trying to add things up, but I can't. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm not adept enough at the touchpad to figure it out.
Well, we've only got about 6 weeks left here, guys. Possibly 7, and then we'll be off to Veracruz, Jalapa. So we'll make sure you stick around, hit that bell notification, hit the subscribe button so you can see our budgets when we get to Jalapa, what the cost of living is going to be like over there. We were told it's supposed to be cheaper, so we'll see. We'll find out soon enough, and you can find out with us.
Without the Vegas trip, our budget was 55,000 pesos, which is still way too freaking high. I'm not happy with that. So that's 3,100 American and 4,200 Canadian for the month without the Vegas trip in there. So we still got work to do on the budget.
Yeah, we still got work to do, of course. Yeah, I got to really stop with the Amazon purchases. So I think we're done. We say that every month. I think we're done with the Amazon purchases. Everything we own has to fit in that car. So
I think that's all I got to talk about. Maybe just click to make sure it's the last slide.
yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. If you have any questions, now's the time to fire away. What do you want to know? Anything? If not, no worries. We're going to sign out here if nobody has anything to add. We can cut it to under an hour. That'd be fabulous, unless you guys want to ask us something. Otherwise, I'm okay with shutting her down before an hour runs up. Nothing else, that's all. High rollers, yeah, good God. Every month it's expensive, so it seems. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We really appreciate it. Have yourselves a blessed night. And as always, God bless everybody out there and peace on earth. Hasta luego.
Adios.